13 nations from the Bible that have disappeared off the face of the earth. 1. Amorites. The Amorites were a Semitic people in the Levant. They were in Sumerian texts, even before the Hebrew Bible. The Amorites founded Babylon. In the Bible, they are defeated by Joshua. 2. Amalekites. In the Bible, the Amalek people are persecutors of Jews. They were supposedly a nomadic tribe from Negev, but modern historians doubt they ever existed. 3. Canaanites. This word simply referred to the inhabitants of ancient Near East. Biblical Canaan roughly corresponds to the Levant. Canaanites were later called Phoenicians by the Greeks. Their civilization was destroyed by foreign conquest in the 9th century BC. 4. Cherethites and Pelethites. These two tribes are only mentioned in the Bible. There are no records of them ever existing. The Cherethites were elite mercenaries, hired by King David. The Pelethites are never mentioned separately. 5. Girgashites. The Girgashites were descendants of the Canaanites. In the Bible, they are defeated by the Israelites. They're exiled to North Africa. The Girgashites probably settled near Carthage. 6. Hittites. The Hittites were a major ancient civilization. They settled in modern-day Turkey. In the 2nd millennium BC, the Hittite Empire reached its peak in the 14th century BC. They fought the Egyptians, the Assyrians, and the Hurrians. Hittite is the oldest attested Indo-European language. In the end, they lost out to the Assyrians. 7. Hivites. The biblical Hivites were descended from the sons of Ham. They were slaves during the reign of King Solomon. They lived somewhere in Gilead, at the foot of Mount Hermon, but there is no record of them outside the Hebrew Bible. 8. Jebusites. The Jebusites are traced through the line of Ham and Canaan. They lived in the hill country around Jerusalem. In the time of the Judges, Jerusalem was razed, but the Jebusites were allowed to stay. Their descendants became bond-servants during Solomon's reign. 9. Cadmonites. The Cadmonites are mentioned in passing. They are one of the tribes of Canaan. Their name means Easterners. Some scholars think it was a name for the Nabateans. The Nabateans were an ancient Arab tribe in Arabia and the Levant. 10. Kenites. Kenites were a nomadic tent-dwelling tribe in Canaan. They were descended from Rechab. The Kenites lived on the southern border of Judah. The Bible describes them as metal workers and shepherds. They are generally depicted as friendly with the Israelites. 11. Kenizzites. This was one of the tribes from the kingdom of Edom. Edom was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar II in 586 BC. 12. Perizzites. Perizzites are mentioned many times in the Bible. They lived in Canaan before God delivered the land to the Israelites. The name likely means rural person or unwalled village. 13. Rephites. The Rephites may have actually been supernatural. Interestingly, they are also mentioned in non-Jewish ancient texts. In Deuteronomy, they are described as giants. Elsewhere, the Rephites are ghosts. They are the departed spirits in Sheol. Sheol is a Jewish concept of the afterlife, so maybe they are not gone yet,